Good morning. It is Monday morning, July 13, 2026. A week from today, I turn 70 years old. 70, that's shocking. It must be math error somehow. But I'm going to begin celebrating a week early, beginning right now, by riding on my bicycle. Maybe you can see it right there. I'm going to ride 70 miles, 1 mile for every lap around the sun. That's the plan. So here's what I'm going to do. This is how I've got it figured. I'm going to go to the O'Fallon trailhead on the Madison County Trails. I'm currently in the Wanda trailhead, just off 255, quite close to the refineries in South Roxana. So from Wanda, I'm going to go to O'Fallon and return. That's 48 miles. 48 miles, and of course what I want to do is 70. So I'm going to come back to the car where I've got some hydration, I've got a bite to eat, a little bit of something. I'll take a bit of a rest and then turn around and go 11 miles back out and 11 miles here. So that 48 miles plus that 11 plus 11, 22 should equal to 70 if my math is correct. So I'm going to strap on this here helmet.
Excuse me,
I'm
darling.
going
I
to
have a message for you.
get ready to hit the bicycle trail. Here I go. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to be on this bike for as much as 7 hours. It's going to be a long day. Should be a good one too. I'll talk to you along the route. Bye for now. Well, here I am. In apparently the town of Glen Carbon, as the water tower over to my right shoulder. Maybe you can see that. It attests. 13 miles in the books. Interesting ride so far in a couple of ways. First, I was riding. A woman was approaching me, her walking, and she was about 50 feet from me. And I'm going to shift gears here. Anyway, right between us, a pretty good sized deer jumped out of the brush and crossed the trail. And what couldn't have been more than 20 feet, 15 maybe, from me and the deer. Kind of startled both of us. Told the woman that deer needed a cowbell. A little warning would have been nice. However, she went her way, I went mine, and so did the deer. All of us unhurt. Just kind of humorous. And then apparently there's a young adult, I don't know, 10 to 12-year-old, I'm guessing, a running club who must meet, I don't know, like around 7:30 in the morning. I probably passed 50 of them. Problem was, they're really not so much aware of what's going on. Almost hit a couple. They had to dodge. Hello. Anyway, I wasn't going to hit them, of course, but they didn't quite know what to do when a bicyclist approached them. Quite a few running, quite a few walking, and I thought it was awesome that they were out here. If it were me, 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning, heck, I'd still be sleeping. It wasn't 10 o'clock yet. So anyway, here I go. Mile 13 passed, on my way to O'Fallon, Illinois. Well, I'll turn around. That'll be 24. Here I go on the way to 70. Cool. Bye for now. All right, I am 18 miles in, and I'm passing what I call Trash Can Corner. That's why I call it that. Maybe you can see the trash cans over there, or over here. I know you're looking into the sunshine. Cornfields. People keep telling me about the corn sweat. Maybe, I don't know. I'm bringing my own sweat. I'm working a little bit. Have worked up a sweat. Just stopped and changed my sweat bands. The first one was getting a little damp, a little slick. I brought 3. Maybe I should have brought 6. I don't know. Well, I had planned, by watching the morning news, the TV news, looking at the weather, I expected the wind to be at my back on the way out, and I like that. On an out and back. If the wind's in my face on the way out, it means it's behind me on the way back. Good morning. And I kind of expected that to be the case this morning. However, I got to Father McGivney High School, Catholic high school, and they have 2 flag posts behind the school. Those told me the wind was at my back then. So the wind had been out my back, or at my back going out. And it means I'll have to ride into a light breeze, not too bad. Hopefully it's not too bad then. Anyway, we'll see. So, I'm heading to 19. Nice ride, a beautiful morning. It's just a gorgeous morning, it really is. I don't know if it's 75 degrees yet. Really, I talked about the wind. It's light, less than 10, so it's not really an issue. Sunny, there's no rain like there was Saturday at the Tour de Donut. This is pleasant. After that ride, I made sure to wash my bicycle. It was filthy. Cleaned up now. Ready for this 70-mile ride. All right, I am going to park this thing while I turn the GoPro off. Yeah, I know, kind of a rough landing right there. Sorry about that. Let's continue. Hey, I have made it to O'Fallon, Illinois. See the big old water tower right behind me. The trailhead. Halfway done with this biggest leg, 24 miles here. It'll be 24 back the same route. O'Fallon via Glen Carbon and then up to Wanda. That'll be my route back, which is the one that I came. Take a look at my bicycle, by the way. And one thing you might notice is there is no battery assist. It's only pedal power. I'm going to stop here. There's my old, that's the orange sweat, now kind of nasty little thing. I'm going to stop here, have a little bit of water, and let me see, courtesy the water bottle, the Little Tigers Edwardsville football team. Almost 100% sure I got this from one of the Edwardsville Halloween parades. Then I'm going to have one of my almost world famous whole wheat bread, thick peanut butter with blueberries. I discovered that several years ago and said, man, why didn't I think of this a long time ago? With the thick peanut butter, the blueberries don't fall out. They're a pretty healthy little meal. I found that this is a good time to have one of these. I actually have the second one in the car. Yeah, except I was out of blueberries. I had to use old-fashioned jelly. I'd rather have the blueberries. Anyway, this is where I'm going. Me and my Verve 3, my Trek. 24 miles in. Every mile has been a celebration. I get to do 69 little celebrations, followed by a big one on the 70th. All right. Hey, I'm gonna have a bite. Bye for now. Still rolling. My GPS, I think, is just about to tell me that I have gone 35 miles, which I realize is the halfway. And my body's telling me, boy, you've ridden a long way here, mister. So the realization of the 70 is kind of beginning to set in. However, I am halfway. I was quite intimidated by it at mile 0. As Confucius says, the start of every 70-mile bicycle ride begins with that first pedal. And I have not only accomplished that first pedal, I've accomplished 35 miles of that first pedal, of that 70 miles. 35 done, or very close to it. And I think my GPS is going to talk to me shortly, tell me that. You might even hear it. So, I just passed a little water stop parking lot at, oh, I guess it's Glen Carbon up there, I think. Not Glen Carbon. Whatever it was that I was at earlier whenever I was on here. The water tower. I just passed that, talking to some people. I was kind of wanting to do this while I was there. Instead, I'm doing it while I'm riding, so I'm knocking down a mile, at least parts of a mile, and getting a little video time in.
Distance 34.99 miles.
34.99.
3 hours, 7
We'll call that 35.
seconds.
So there's the halfway mark. I am halfway there. And all right, not feeling too bad. Hello, hello. So here's the plan. That's going to be, I think, about 13 miles back to my car. At that point, I'm going to take a break. I'm going to have a bite. I'm going to rehydrate. My daughter, where she works, she has access to some stuff called liquid IV. And I've got actually, boy, I don't know, 30 ounces of that stuff. I'm talking about water with that mixed in. Plus I've got a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, as well as I've got some protein bars. So I've got hydration. I've got some food to keep me going. And I don't have a clock on me. I have all day to do this. So that kind of means that I can do it. So yeah, 35 miles. Starting to feel it. Also kind of got it figured out, I think, where I can do it. So let's keep on going. I'm being nice to my knees, knee maintenance, because they're likely to be barking at me after this ride. When I get home, I think, number one, what's going to happen? A shower. Number two, a nap. Number three, a celebratory beer. I got some homebrew beer that I brewed, and I think it'll hit the spot. That's what I'm gonna keep my eyes on. That's going to be the prize, the celebration. It's kind of what life should be. Hey, we'll see you soon. Well, what seems like only moments to you is actually over an hour to me. I am back in my car in Wanda at the trailhead right here. I've had a little bit of a sandwich. I would take a longer break, but actually sweat bees are kind of thick here at the moment. So I'm gonna have a little more hydration. The liquid IV and water is in here. I drink that stuff, it tastes pretty good. The effect I want to have that Popeye effect. You know, when Popeye ate the spinach, his arms go boom and his biceps explode, etc., etc. Well, it's not really the way that works, at least certainly not with me. But I can feel the body rejuvenating. I've only been here like 5 minutes. And I've got a sweat bee just harassing my knee at the moment. So that's why I'm kind of kicking around. So I'm just going to have a little more hydration, a little more of this, get on the bicycle and do 11 out. That's going to put me to, let me see, that'll be to 59. And then it will be 11 back. I have no doubt I can do the first 11. I have no doubt I can go to 59. The question is that I have, can I do the 11 on the way back? And I realized that when I get out there, there's only one way back, and that's to ride myself back in or else call for help, and I'm not going to do that. So I'll get it done. I'm going to be at 70 here in no time at all. 22 miles. I don't know, probably go a little bit slower. We'll call it 2 hours. We'll see how that goes. One more good slug of the liquid IV, and I'm taking off. All right, here I go as the sweat bee is on my arm. Locking the door, grabbing the bike, 11 out, 11 back. We're getting close. Bye for now. All right, I'm in Glen Carbon, just at the Glen Crossing Road. My Map the Ride GPS said I had gone 11 miles, which I think is 59 total from the 48 back in Wanda. 59 here. I have 11 to go, and taking inventory here just a little bit. The body feels good and the confidence is soaring. I can do this. I've never done 70. It'll be a whole new experience for me. Definitely a personal high. We'll see what happens next year, or what the heck, maybe later this year. If you're wondering why I do this a week early of my birthday, several years ago. I think it was about on my 62nd. I did this for the first time. I rode my my birth years actually on my birthday. I'm just a little bit out of breath, forgive me, but I rode that distance on my birthday. When I got home, all I wanted to do was sleep. I was very tired, almost exhausted. I'd never ridden that distance, 62 I think. Kind of ruined the birthday. I loved having the bike ride done. So I thought, well, you know, I can do both. Get the bike ride, reach the goal, and also enjoy the birthday if I do the bicycle ride early. So that's what I'm doing. I'm doing it a week early. Plus, it's just a really nice day. I've got a lot going on this week. It's convenient. It's nice outside. It's a beautiful day. It really is a good day for a bike ride. So it all works out. I am coming up on, well, I'm kind of not too far behind the Glen Carbon, the new fire station they put in not too many years ago. Pretty new. So that's where I am. That'll be about the 10-mile mark, or just pretty close. And then it's going to be downhill. If nothing else, I'm going to ride on joy. Okay, let's take this thing in. And also, I think I'm going to turn this on just as I get close to being finished to the 70. I would love to have you guys with me riding that final quarter mile, whatever. So I'll see you in a little bit. About 8.5, 9 miles, something like that. Won't be long. See you in a bit. Well, here I am, probably less than a half a mile to go to reaching my 70th mile. Interesting thing just happened I'll have to tell you about. Back on the road that I cross here on Goshen that would go up to the landfill, the county sheriff was waiting there for me, and it was a little weird. Didn't know what was up. Talked to him. He said somebody along here is their phone is dialing 911. Asked me what the last four of my phone were. It was not me. So good. That was different. So anyway, a couple 300 yards later, I came across two guys walking. I stopped and told them, hey, the county sheriff said somebody's butt dialing 911. You might want to check your phone. And I don't know what. Left it at that, but that was interesting. So with that, the end is in sight. I'm going to let you ride along with me, turn this GoPro around, and what we're going to do is listen for my GPS, the Map My Ride GPS. I am pretty much to the parking lot. It's feet away. I expect to hear it any moment. Probably say 69.99, but any second.
Total distance 69.99 miles. Total time 6 hours 7 minutes and 54 seconds. Split speed 10.6 miles per hour.
And there it was. There it was. The cause for celebration. That's why I came out here today. 69.99 plus 52.8. That equals 70 miles. Did it. I did it. 70 miles. I did it. I had never ridden 70 miles. I've never been 70 years old. Yes. It's off to a great start. Hey, awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you so much for riding with me. I also got to see a couple friends, Ed and Donna. Just passed them about 3 miles back. They run Leisure World in Bethalto. Told Ed I was riding 70. I don't know if you heard me or not. 70 miles. Hey folks, life is good. Thanks for riding along. This has been a lot of fun. I did it. Thank you. Awesome.